Dale Shoemaker with Investigative Post joins me now to continue our coverage on these local deportations. Dale, thanks for coming in. You spoke with the family of Saul Valverde-Venegas, a roofing contractor who was arrested by ICE on Buffalo's west side while loading a work truck. This picture provided to you. Records show the 48-year-old only committed traffic violations in the 12 years that he's lived in this country. Now, according to your article, Valverde-Venegas entered the U.S. in 2013 in Texas. He was detained by ICE, then released, and his case was subsequently closed. Then in 2018 and 2020, he ran a red light and failed to pay 4 highway tolls in the Orlando, Florida area. Because of that, he faced license suspension, but he took care of that issue and now has a valid New York State driver's license. But he is at the ICE detention center in Batavia, now awaiting deportation. And so what's interesting about this, I gave a little bit of the context there. What else would you add to that? And just this issue of traffic tickets essentially being behind this potential deportation.
Yeah, that's the only issue that we were able to find in this fellow's record. I spoke with both his sister-in-law and his wife. They said that he's an upstanding guy. He goes to work. He sends money home to his wife and his stepdaughter down in Florida. And otherwise, he's at work or he's hanging out with his friends. He's a pretty average guy from what the sister-in-law described. And yet, he was loading a work truck last Wednesday morning, as he does many mornings. He was picked up by ICE. The only thing we were able to find in the records, like you mentioned, were those traffic citations down in Florida where he used to live. And when we asked ICE about it, they finally got back to us and they said they cited both his immigration case. They said he's here legally, and they also cited the traffic citations. Now, the thing with his case is a little bit tricky because his case was what's called administratively closed. That was a mechanism used during the Obama years specifically to basically say to immigrants that you can stay, but you don't have legal status. And so Saul had actually been seeking a green card. He was in the process of applying and trying to work with the embassy to get a green card so he could stay here permanently. That process has now been halted basically because he is in Batavia.
I mentioned earlier the polls show that Americans are very supportive of deporting criminal migrants, right? It's this issue of folks who do not appear to have criminal records, who seem to be, for whatever reason, prioritized right now for deportation. Is that the sense you get from folks who are upset about this and who are advocating for Saul and for others?
In the reporting I've done so far, and again, ICE is very cagey. They don't really like to talk to us a lot about what they're doing out in the community, but I'm getting the sense from the various reporting I've done that they are really trying to put forth a presence of both deporting people who have criminal records, but also just trying to, perhaps there's been reporting in the Washington Post, for example, about them having quotas. I don't know if they do here in the local office necessarily, but they are really trying to serve the president's orders, I guess you could say, whether that is somebody like Saul, who has very minor violations, or more serious criminals who they publicize, more widely. There really seems to be this push to show that they are cracking down on immigration.
And finally, there are some people out in the community, including some elected leaders, who are pretty upset by this. Where do you see this going next?
Well, we don't know where this stands at this point. Saul was supposed to have a hearing before a judge earlier this week. That never happened. I'm still kind of waiting to get some updates from his family as to where things stand. Right now, he's in limbo, as far as we know. He's being held in Batavia, and his family's looking for answers. Lawmakers say that there needs to be more clarity as to who they're looking for and why they're looking for those people, ICE, that is. And meanwhile, community members, for example, yesterday they rallied in front of the Delaware North building, which is where ICE's local offices are on the 7th floor. They rallied and kind of called out both Delaware North and ICE for these actions.
Dale Shoemaker with Investigative Post. I know you'll stay on top of this, and there are other cases that are being followed as well. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.